Covering the northern Bahamas, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Help is on the way for Samantha Schrouder, the young woman in need of a roof over her head. Now, we brought you her story on Friday past, and since then, many have been coming to her rescue. It is a story that has touched the hearts of many Bahamians. The story of Samantha Schrouder, a young woman who has been living in her car for months. She made an appeal on the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition for anyone to assist her with roof repairs. On Sunday, the Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, along with a team from the Grand Bahama Port Authority and a number of contractors who were moved by her story, visited the young woman's home to make an assessment.
What we saw was heartbreaking, and we felt within ourselves that we are compelled to respond the way we are. The conditions are unlivable. And based on the professional and technical persons, it is unlivable, and basically the building is condemned.
He says while her appeal is for a new roof, based on the contractor's assessments, her home does not appear to be structurally sound. But before they begin work, there are some legal issues that may have to be worked out.
We need to inquire about the legality of the property. We don't want to just rush in and recognizing that who's the owner, how long has this building been in this condition, is there somebody else responsible for this building other than Samantha? Those are the things that we have to work out from a legal perspective, because none of us want to be held liable for doing something, and we don't want to go and fix somebody else's property up for Samantha and for her to still be left out in the cold.
Darren Cooper has also been working along with the contractors. He says it may take some 4 to 6 weeks to tear down the structure and rebuild. But the good news is these contractors are willing to work, and work for free.
If this building is repaired, Samantha still will not qualify for power, and she will not qualify for running water. And so why repair something when she's not going to qualify for these amenities that you need to live, and for her daughter to be able to live with her? Just materials and free labor, we're looking anywhere about $45,000 to $50,000 properly constructed. We're looking at a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, a front room, and a kitchen sort of structure. And so we still have to do some repairs to the floor and all that sort of stuff. So and materials about that.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority officials have also been touched by Samantha's story. The chief building manager says they are willing to do whatever they can.
We are prepared as the Grand Bahama Port Authority Building Department to work with the contractors and the team that will be assembled to reduce the time for any either reconstructive efforts, or even if it's to a new location, to try and work with the team to get that time reduced as much as possible, and to ensure that whatever structure is replaced, that it will be safe enough to be reoccupied.
When our news team met with Samantha on Sunday, she was told that she would be assisted with housing by Urban Renewal until her home is reconstructed. Now, sources close to our newsroom say that Samantha was given living accommodations for a week, courtesy of a private citizen. And now on to some sad news. The Grand Bahama community mourning the passing of businessman Jessup Sire Johnson, a native of 8 Mile Rock. Johnson passed away at the Rand Memorial Hospital on Saturday from complications associated with diabetes. A thriving businessman, Sire Johnson only recently opened the 3rd in a chain of restaurants in Freeport. The 67-year-old was also a major contributor to various sporting and social organizations throughout Grand Bahama. Now, funeral arrangements have not yet been planned. And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Welcome. PW asks this question: can using weight loss products lead to eating disorders? Eating disorders often develop in the teen and young adult years, although they can develop at other ages. Symptoms vary depending on the type. Anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder are the most common types. Today I will discuss anorexia, which is a potentially life-threatening eating disorder characterized by an abnormally low body weight, intense fear of gaining weight, and a distorted perception of weight or shape. People with anorexia use extreme efforts to control their weight and shape, which often significantly interferes with their health and life activities. When you have anorexia, you excessively limit your calories or use other methods to lose weight, such as excessive exercise, using laxatives or diet aids, or vomiting after eating. If you are severely underweight or malnourished, hospitalization may be necessary, particularly if there are complications from the eating disorder that affect the major organs of the body, like your heart, liver, and brain. Long-term treatment involves therapy, medications, and other treatments that help to control obsessions and urges relating to food and that control depression and anxiety. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn as a check on sports when we come back.